Hello and welcome back to For the Fans. Today we're gonna recap the NFL's first week of action. Gonna go game by game and a little bit by each game. But for now, Gavin, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. A little bit ticked off, ladies and gentlemen. I lost my glorious fro. That's neither here nor there. I'm also ticked off that this man across from me called Kirk Cousins' beautiful game. Was it Kirk or was it Justin Jefferson? We'll get into a little bit later. But Con,
Yep,
I'm here. My head is cold. I don't like it. How you doing?
doing good. It was fun, fun week. Football's back. Um, yeah, it's just fun, like watching the games, seeing the points go on the fantasy teams. You know, it's fun.
Only dropped 67 points this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it was a tough week.
Fucking freaking damn it, and I love my man Devontae Smith. And Matt Stafford, you don't throw the black people. I'm starting to realize that. Zach, like, you realize how open Allen Robinson was, and he didn't get the ball not once. He doesn't throw the black people.
Let's start with that Thursday night game.
Okay, let's
That
go.
game sucked.
For who?
The game was boring.
Well, I
Like,
don't know.
in my opinion, the first half was close, I guess, because the Bills had some mistakes, like some drop passes that weren't leading to interceptions, some fumbles. I don't know. I thought the game was terrible, and then the Rams didn't show up in the second half and score a point. Um, so I mean, yeah, the Bills showed they're for real. That's confirmed. They should be the Super Bowl favorite. Not to overreact, the Rams should be terrified. I think they should be scared of not even making the playoffs. I didn't like how they looked at all.
Well, here's my problem, Con, and I'll be honest with you. When your quarterback only throws to one person or two people, Cooper Cup and the other team, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. You have Allen Robinson, Van Jefferson, who's I think is coming back. Why the hell? Last much Al Robinson had a down year. Al Robinson had a decent career with quarterback Blake Bortles. Let that sink in. Blake Bortles, Nick Foles,
I guess.
Andy Dalton, Justin Fields. You are his first quarterback that he's ever had, and he doesn't get the ball not even once. You know how I know that, ladies and gentlemen? Because I got a zero piece from him in fantasy football. And it sucks. It really does. Matt Stafford and the Rams team did not show up. And Jalen Ramsey, oh my god, just
Yeah,
off.
I don't. Man, I don't know. It's just I don't. I didn't like Stafford the end of last year until the playoffs. Trying to force feed the Cup. I don't know. I don't know. It was a bad sign from the Rams. I don't know. I don't. I don't like them this year at all.
I don't like them to win the Super Bowl. I don't.
I don't even. I'm talking about playoffs, man. Super Bowl's not even
Well,
crossed my mind.
come on, this is one game.
Yeah, but it could be one game in some situations, but when you look dead, like I don't know what they're gonna do.
No, they look like they wasn't hungry. I agree.
I think they sneak in because eventually they're going to heat up. They got enough talent on both sides of the ball. But I don't know. Stafford, I'm not the biggest fan of, really. So, yeah, I don't know. Bills win 31-10. Josh Allen, amazing. Diggs, incredible still. Killing Jen. I mean, he owns Ramsey at this point. That's over. And, yeah, it's fun for the Bills.
I don't even consider Jalen Ramsey top five anymore.
Yeah, he's washed.
And not because of one game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to the Super Bowl. Jamar Chase was having his way. Matter of fact, Jamar Chase was so open that Aaron Donald had to cover Jalen Ramsey by sacking Joe Burrow. Which,
Yeah.
People get at. Offensive side of the ball for the Rams, phenomenal. Josh Allen is going to be as far as he goes. They're talking about everybody's talking about it's their year. When did we start destining people's years at week one? They actually kind of keep talking about the Bills being their year since the summertime. I don't believe that there's another team in the AFC that I have higher hopes for, but the Bills are right now. They look like to be the favorites, but they're not my personal favorite.
Well, they're the favorites. I agree. I don't think it's that easy. It's never that easy. And they have to show. I don't think I still don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they definitely are the favorite so far. All right, next game, This was an interesting one. Jacksonville at Washington. Washington wins 28-22. Carson Wentz. Listen, I don't know how much you saw this game. He looked like, I don't know, he just looked like he was playing free for the first time in a while. He looked like he didn't care. He's just like, you know what? I'm just going to sling it. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to throw it. I got weapons, which he proved. He had weapons. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. I don't know. He did enough to get the win. It was a fun game.
It was a fun game, but it was Jacksonville. Everybody, let's calm
Oh,
down.
of course.
Carson Wentz does this every year. He had a great week 1 last year, but lost. This time he beats Jacksonville Jaguars and they win. I'll be honest with you, Con. Jahan Dawson is going to be nice. Terry McLaurin is going to be nice. Carson Wentz, yeah, he dropped 4 touchdowns, but those 2 interceptions, like, what the hell, man? Like, really? Like, what are you looking at? Carson Wentz with Carson Wentz. I'm not really worried about Washington. The defense looks nice, though. They don't have Chase Young, though. But the defense looks nice.
Oh, I'm not worried about Washington either. Well, the defense can also be said that I would say mostly for that was most of Jacksonville. I mean, they did nothing. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know, man. He wasn't great. Again, he doesn't have much help. ETN didn't help him dropping that 1 pass on 4th down. James Robinson got more of the looks anyway. I don't know. Washington was the better team. It was a tight game. Washington almost blew it. But what I'm saying about Wentz, yeah, he started well last year. He just looked like he was just playing different. The different attitude. He's like, you know what? My 3rd team. Everyone already thinks I threw my career down the toilet. Let me just play free and see what happens. And that looked like it. I'm not scared about Washington playing for the NFC East, but definitely think like they're not an easy win when the Eagles play them twice this year. So
I'm not worried. It's Jacksonville. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say something real quick. Trevor Lawrence is overrated.
yeah, I agree.
He should not whip. Look, he shouldn't have whipped one. But I think if you had to, I think Justin Fields has the most potential.
That game, that's actually the game I want to talk about today next. 49ers Chicago. This game, I mean,
it was fun. It was fun to watch.
I guess they were playing underwater. I mean,
exactly. That's why it's fun to watch.
Yeah, you can make that argument. There was just no real offense. You couldn't even throw the ball. I mean, Justin Fields led him to a comeback in a weird way. Some of the touchdowns were bizarre, but I mean, Trey Lance didn't do anything. Not that he had the opportunity to. It was more of a like scrap run. Do anything you can to get a 1st down. I mean, it was 19-10 Bears win. I wouldn't be too concerned if I was the 49ers in this game. It's just this is like the Bills win against the Patriots, or the Patriots win against the Bills last year when it was like the wind chills were under -5 and they couldn't pass the ball. They were just they're running it the whole time. Like it's just a weather game, you know?
But if you're Bears fans, you have to like how Justin Fields was there to pull it out the mud and win. They wasn't supposed to win that game. They were the underdogs. They came out slow, but they performed when needed to. Justin Fields made a big time throw. Ultimately, they won the game. He's going to look, guys. That's my 2nd place right there. I don't know why, but I like it. But also, too, if you're Trey Lance and if you're the 49ers, I'm not overreacting this game. Brandon Ayuk actually looked like he had a nice game. He had 1 big catch. My man Deebo Samuel doing Deebo things. He didn't have George Kittle. I'm gonna give him a pass this week, but that defense, oh man, I don't know how you. Some of those touchdowns, I just don't understand how that happens. But no, Justin Fields was able to pull it out the mud, and Matt Nagy is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gone. It might have been it might have been a submarine fest in there. Everybody was underwater, but first of all, did you see that guy that was eating popcorn? Did you see that video? That poor fan that bought popcorn and was standing underneath the. It was raining. It was like a waterfall. It was just popcorn. He just dumped this shit out, oops, stuff out, and it was no point. But ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to point is that if you're a Bears fan, you have to be happy with that win. They got it out.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying. I think this is the biggest fluke of Week 1. You know?
You said it's the biggest fluke of Week 1?
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're playing this game in normal conditions is going another way.
I don't think so.
Well, people are gonna be able to pass. You know, you can't really tell either of these teams through this game because they couldn't play football the way they wanted to. You had to throw the game
I disagree with you because the 49ers, all they do was run.
Yeah, but they couldn't pass. Both teams had to run.
They couldn't pass on a good day.
They need to be able to pass.
But they couldn't pass on a good day. You said that the 49ers they were playing their game.
They were not playing their game. Neither team was playing their game. You couldn't. I'm saying this is like when the Patriots beat the Bills last year, throwing the ball 1 or 2 times. Because you know what? They took advantage of the weather, which credit to Chicago for doing that. If I was Chicago, I'd be like, that's a tough win right there. But I'm just saying, you can't really take anything away from this game because.
Yes, you can. You can take one thing away from this game.
What can you take away?
That Justin Fields is going to have a nice year.
I wouldn't say that. From this game, I would say that before the season. I say from this game, I learned nothing about either team.
Come on, man. You got to get your eyes checked, buddy.
Darnell Mooney, you know what he did?
What did he do?
Nothing. He put up a 0 because there was nothing to do.
I'm not saying that, but you can't sit here and say that San Francisco 49ers didn't play. They play about 65% of their game.
Yeah, but that's not their game.
Running the football and short passes is their game.
Yes, but no matter what your game is, no one's game is playing in an ocean.
I know. It's not. I know.
It's just, and it's in Chicago, which gives that the extra boost.
I'm just saying. Yeah, okay. I know Aquaman really showed his true colors on Sunday, but what I'm trying to say is you cannot sit here and say that they didn't play their game. They ran the football. They run the football.
Okay. I don't see it that way. Okay. We'll agree to disagree. That's all right. We'll go to the next game. Steelers at Bengals. This one was ridiculous.
Joe Burrow,
man. Joe Burrow started the game with 4 interceptions. That was wild. But, I mean, the Bengals are a little overrated, you would say. You know, they're still going to be a good team. People don't need to panic. They're fine. But, yeah, Evan McPherson was the story of that game.
Mr. Human.
Missed the extra point, the go-ahead extra point with 10 seconds left in the game after Burrow threw the game, what should have been the game-winning touchdown to Chase. And in overtime, they make a stop on Trubisky, get the ball down the field, miss the game-winning kick again.
I thought Minka
Boswell misses a kick, but then Boswell makes up for it, makes his second kick, wins the game in overtime in a wild one. 3 extra point, 3 missed kicks. Not even long kicks, really, except Boswell's first. Crazy game.
I don't understand how Joe Burrow could look bad and still be in the game at the end of the day.
Well, it's the Steelers. They suck.
I understand it, but I'm just saying, that day when you throw 4 interceptions, that should be miserable. That's a miserable day.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can recover from that.
Jamar Chase, too.
Say again?
Jamar Chase,
yeah. Another breakout year.
Yeah, he's top 5.
He's gonna be top 5 this year. But and long story short is that Joe Burrow with appendicitis, everything else, this is his real first game action. He'll light it up this Sunday.
Oh yeah, he's playing Dallas. Yeah, I'm assuming a big bounce back for Burrow. And Minka pick 6. He had a good game. You know, I mean, really all the Steelers.
Minka, let's talk about that real quick.
Go ahead.
2 firsts. I remember they gave up 2 firsts for Minka Fitzpatrick, a rookie out of Miami. That paid off every year since he's been there.
He's a good player.
Great player.
I mean, Trubisky did all right. I mean, he won the game. He shouldn't have won the game, but he won the game.
He game managed. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what they needed him to do. He did. And when they needed to make a play, he did.
Then again, if Boswell makes the extra point, we're talking about Trubisky having a bad game. So, you know, you got to take it for what it is, you know. So, yeah, Steelers win. They're 1-0. They're not going to get – I didn't see much. I don't think that was that impressive a victory, as some people like to say it is.
No, it showed that defense wins games.
And I think this is an example you can say it's just week 1. Like, Joe Burrow's a little cold, and a few missed kicks. Take away a few missed kicks, they still would have won the game, even with all the interceptions. So, you know. All right. Pats at Dolphins. This is not a great game, but
Dude, Tua can't throw. I'm under the impression that Tua cannot throw. Ladies and
Tua has wide receivers.
he has wide receivers that he can't hit.
Yeah,
Did you see how open Tyreek Hill was? Let's talk about this play. Con, did you see the play where Tyreek Hill is wide open and he throws it behind him?
he has no power. He has no strength.
He's weak.
Yeah, he can't throw the ball more than 40 yards. It seems like.
But on the other end of it, I will say this. I do like what they're building on there. Not with him.
Mhm.
Like with Daniel, I'm not a big fan. I really think Brian Flores should still be there. But that's a nice offense. You come for caution tree. And also, too, Con, did you see how bad Mac Jones looked?
Oh my God, really bad. The Patriots fans are so delusional. Your team is bad. You guys see it yet? You've got no one on your team.
You got no one on the offensive side of football.
Nothing on offense. Defense, sure, you can always have.
Because you have names. You have Judon. You have a few others. But offense is awful, and it actually brought smiles to my face. I was a big fan of Mac Jones, so that brought a major smile to my face.
Yeah, we agree on that. I don't know what Patriots fans are seeing with this. I mean, listen, defense, you can always trust Belichick. He's always going to have a good defense. He's always going to run that every
But you
time.
trust two of the worst offensive play callers in the history to call your offense.
And Mac
No
Jones.
judge. Listen, Con, if you run a damn wing T QB sneak on your own 9-yard line, you should not be able to call that offense a single day. And if you are Matt Patricia, who had Matt Stafford, Marvin Jones, and only won 2 to 3 games, I don't want to hear you call offense ever either.
I mean, they just got nothing on offense. I mean, their running backs okay. Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah, Aguilar, some names. It's just nothing good. I don't know what you expect Mac Jones to do, really. And he's not that good to begin with. So, yeah, Dolphins win. Good for them.
Dolphins win, but Tua's arm is still not impressive.
Yeah, I don't see them going anywhere with Tua. Even with that good, they have potential to beat anybody, really. But Tua needs to really step it up if he wants to make the playoffs.
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna give you a name to look out for. They should have got Deshaun Watson. They should have favored Deshaun Watson, took the L, sat out, and then go. And then you would have been fine. But now, we're stuck with Mr. Weak Arm. Maybe Lamar Jackson falls out Baltimore, you go get him. I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know he's not. I'm just Tua is not sustainable.
Yeah, I do want to get to the Ravens anyway, but next I got down Browns at Panthers. This was another good game. Baker's quote was, he's going to kill them. He's going to destroy them. It didn't happen. Baker had a bad interception this game. Jacoby Brissett's not that bad. He's okay. He's he's above average.
If he can keep them 5-3, 6-4, when Deshaun Watson comes back, they'll be fine.
I think they will. I think he's going to. He can game manage better than most people. Really, he can. And the Browns have the weapons, the running backs mostly, to do it.
And do people forget that Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, didn't go nowhere?
Yeah, Nick Chubb he's incredible.
I will say this: there was a sack that Baker Mayfield got folded backwards
and
that was a little bit personal.
Yeah, Garrett got him twice in that game. He's top 3 D lineman in the league. I don't know. Robbie Anderson had a long touchdown. That was Baker's best moment. But Nick Chubb really carried this team.
Nick Chubb carried both of them.
Yeah, and Jacoby had the game-winning drive, set up the field goal. So it's a good game.
People can sleep on Jacoby Brissett like he's a bum. He's not.
Yeah, he's not. I would be.
He's not starting potential, but damn it, he's a great backup.
Cleveland has wild card potential this year, definitely. Even with Watson not playing the first 11.
If Watson comes back, we might have to revisit this conversation.
It would be it's going to be interesting. Next up, Colts at Texans. Probably the most ridiculous game of the week. Matt Ryan throws for 352 yards. Taylor rushes for 161 yards, and they still don't win the game. They started the game down 17-3. They scored 3. They gave up 17 unanswered. And they tied it 20-20 to go to overtime. And nobody wanted to win the game. I don't know. This is a weird – the Colts, I don't know. they just can't one time get it done. They switch quarterbacks every year, and they just can't find ways to win games.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me when I say this, because I'm sick of this. All right, Con,
Yeah,
we know where I'm about. You know where I'm about to go with this.
maybe.
Matt Ryan, say again.
I said maybe.
Matt Ryan needs to hang it up. I don't care statistics or not. He's not good. I don't care.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hold on. You always say, well, after the Super Bowl year, he did. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, he didn't do anything to help him. So after the Super Bowl year, Matt Ryan has been average to below average. And now you can say, but Gav, his stats, they don't convert to wins. His stats don't convert to wins. And hold on. He had Calvin Ridley. He had a part-time Julio Jones, which is still better than anything. You still had your running game wasn't the worst, it wasn't the greatest, but it's a run game is sustainable. The defense was mid. He wasn't winning games. Even if you go right after the Super Bowl year, Julio Jones is still effective the year after. He wasn't winning games. How many times I have to tell y'all, Matt Ryan is not him. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. Phillip Rivers was better than Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan for two reasons. And maybe it's a little too early to say Matt Ryan. Phillip Rivers took that team to the playoffs. He throws the ball like this. All right, Connie? Like this. He's going to the playoffs. He went. They didn't win. But they went. That's a different story.
Here's what I'll say. I think Matt Ryan I think you're getting a little too much hate to Matt Ryan. The coaching in Atlanta was the worst in the league after the Super Bowl. It's as bad as it gets. His defense was easily one of the worst in football. And the Falcons were bad. I mean, he had a year.
But he didn't do anything to help the situation.
He wasn't that bad. Matt Ryan was not that bad after his MVP season. This year, it's definitely too early. It's definitely too early for him. Listen, he didn't play the worst game. The Colts they just find ways to not win games. This game, it was just ridiculous. And first of all, I want to say this about on the other side of the ball real quick for Texans, even though they're not going to win more than 4 games this year. Davis Mills is actually not that bad.
He's actually nice. I was going to get to that.
He looks like a quarterback when he's playing, and he's got no help on that side. So besides, OJ Howard.
Texas, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
You might have something there.
Davis Mills? Yeah, maybe they can build on that. So, yeah, I don't know. The Colts just couldn't score until the fourth quarter, even with all those yards. They had.
I'm just saying, it's just like I'm tired of sitting here being like the bad guy. I know we're supposed to be a homer when it comes to Matt Ryan. I don't care. I call garbage when I see it, and damn it, it's been too long. Stop protecting this guy like he's a somebody. He's a damn nobody now. He's a nobody.
I wouldn't say that. They're going to be all right.
Okay.
He's got Michael Pittman, too, who's a really good player.
I'm not downplaying Michael Pittman. I'm just saying Matt Ryan will – all right, let the season go on.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's have this conversation in 5 weeks and see who they are.
Yeah, I agree. It was just this is a ridiculous result for the Colts. 2020, nobody wanted to win in overtime. I don't know. You could throw this one out, but it's just if the Colts are in a position close to the division, I don't know with who it would be because their division's so bad. But if they're in a position where they want a better spot or something and they're missing a game, they're going to look back in this game and say, why didn't we win this game? Why didn't we beat the Texans week 1? So that's pretty much it. And also, OJ Howard had 2 touchdowns, which was pretty funny. But yeah. We'll go to the next game.
This guy sucks. This guy Matt Ryan is really garbage. Man. I'm sick of this.
We'll see. Saints at Falcons. The Falcons, man. I mean, they had this one. They had it. But we say it every week anyway. Even though this is week 1. Last year, I think I said it every single week. They just find ways to lose. I mean, they're not good. They may win 2 games this year. But it's just, what are you doing? Lock down and win one time. The Saints did everything that they could to lose that game. I was saying the fourth quarter, Jameis, he was good. He was good. He clawed them back in and got him the win. Michael Thomas heated up in the second half, had 2 touchdowns. I like Jameis. I'm a Jameis fan. He goes for it. What do you think about him?
All he had to say was this: "I just gotta get y'all the ball." That's true.
Yeah.
You got playmakers around you. You got Chris Olave. You got Jarvis Landry. You got Michael Thomas.
Andrew, yeah, resurgence.
Resurgence. You got Alvin Kamara. The offensive line is still decent. The Saints defense is top 10, top 5 maybe, but top 10 for sure. All you have to do is get people the ball and limit turnovers. Now, on the other side of the football, when it comes to Atlanta Falcons, I mean, damn. I mean, Arthur Smith, Kyle Pitts was really a non-factor.
Invisible.
Uh,
Patterson had a great game.
Patterson, I told y'all in the fantasy league, no one wants to believe what I say. Um, I just don't think Marcus Mariota should have got the job. I think that's my problem. I like Mariota. I just
Yeah, he can run. He can't really throw.
can't really. In the red zone, he was really efficient. Really efficient.
And the Falcons did also have a game-winning kick blocked. It was a long one, but they could have still won the game, but they just do Falcon things. And Saints blocked the kick. They got a big win. Saints could be interesting this year. Who knows? I think they're gonna contend for at last wildcard spot in the NFC. They're gonna be fighting.
Depending on what James Winston you get.
Yeah, I think he's been good. I don't know. I like them. And they need Alvin Kamara because he didn't do anything either that game. So, all right, next game: Ravens at Jets.
Big trust.
Yeah,
$290 million, all guaranteed. Give him the damn money. Look, Devin Duvernay. Oh, and wait a minute.
Devin Duvernay.
When the hell did you ever see Rashad Bateman actually go? And that was a beautiful ball. Did you see that ball to Rashad Bateman for 57
Yes.
yards?
Lamar looked good.
Lamar, good. You look fantastic. You look great. You look like a man that needs money. Damn it, give him everything.
It's the Jets. It is the Jets.
Stop it. We're not doing this.
Okay? Listen, we can't do it for some teams and not do it for some. I like Lamar as well. All right, but I am gonna just say,
it is the Jets. I understand that, but at the same time, too, Lamar was just like, you guys say I can't throw the football. I'm just going. Did he get a rushing touchdown? I don't think so. He did not.
He still looked good running the ball.
He looked good running the ball, but that arm looks amazing. Before they told him his arm wasn't good, he hit
him in stride. I one throw to bait. He hit him right in stride.
Right in stride down the middle in between the. Come on, man, pay him.
Well, let's see where the Ravens go this year.
Pay. I don't care.
No, you should care. They got to win playoff games.
I do care.
They got to win. They got to win 2 playoff games.
Now, see, here we go again. He can't win 1 playoff game, so he wins 1. Then he can't. Then he needs.
What? You don't play football to win 1 playoff game and go out of here.
Before he can't win a playoff game, so he wins 1. Now he needs to win 2. I mean, I understand that, but damn, can we stop tearing down the? Can we celebrate big trust today? Can we celebrate big trust? Can we do it?
I mean, listen.
Oh my God.
I like him.
Well, you're gonna celebrate Kirk Cousins.
I'm not gonna baby him, man.
You're gonna celebrate Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, this is a different level. We're talking about different levels of players.
I'm just saying. Watch, ladies and gentlemen. Watch how big. Watch. He'll give Kirk Cousins so much credit, and he doesn't deserve it. But go ahead.
I'm giving Lamar credit more than I should, really, because it's just the Jets. But I'm saying I'm not treating Lamar like he's a below average quarterback. I'm treating Lamar like he is at the top of that quarterback tier list.
That's my MVP this year.
Could be easily. I'm saying I need to see him go to the. I'd like to see him go to the AFC Championship and fight this year. And listen, he doesn't really have the best weapons on offense, but Lamar is a talent, which is why I give him the most credit because he's never. Hollywood Brown is one thing. That's your best number 1 receiver. It's Lamar doing all the work.
Can we stop calling him Hollywood, by the way?
That's just his name.
I don't care. Call him Marquise. Call him Marquise.
Jets are terrible on the other side. Flacco.
You pass the ball 56 times, you think you're supposed to win. You're supposed to have 49 points.
He's dumb. He's dumb. But Ravens, pretty easy win for them. Good for them. They're 1-0. They're going to keep it going. I think they're going to win the division this year, probably by 2 to 3 games too. So, all right, let's go to the 4 o'clock slate. Packers Vikings. Look, it was an easy win for the Vikings, and it wasn't that big of an upset really because they were at home and they were the better team.
I'm waiting for it, ladies and gentlemen.
Kirk looked good.
There it is.
Jefferson is possibly the best receiver in football. Packers, they were lifeless, and I don't know why this team will continue to not draft a receiver for Rodgers. I honestly feel bad for the guy. Like, I don't know what they're doing. He has got nothing. He had nothing to do all game. He's got Aaron Jones, I guess, as an offensive weapon. On offense, a bunch of rookies that you see that one drop?
That one drop of me, you're talking about the same one. That's bad.
Christian
Him in stride and just dropped it.
Yeah. So Vikings, they were hitting them, sacked him 4 times.
Yeah, there was this one sack that Aaron Rodgers got taken out by his own offensive lineman. He looked done after that.
Yeah, Vikings are decent. I will talk about the predictions in the next video, but yeah, they're gonna Vikings. I don't know if they're gonna continue to win the division.
Stop. Please.
Stop what, man?
Stop.
We agree here. I don't know.
We're not going to sit here and pray on Kirk Cousins like he did something just Sunday. He did not. Can we talk about how great Justin Jamar Jefferson, that's his new nickname now. Justin Jamar, I don't even know. I'm just giving him 3 J's. He was always open. First of all, I don't understand how the Packers draft all these damn corners and this guy. Yo, there was this one, he was so wide open. He cut back and like, okay. And then he did a move. Look, Kirk Cousins was average. He did what he was supposed to do, give him the ball. But watch your best friend fold this weekend.
Who?
Kirk, your best friend.
Kirk's not my best friend.
Yes, that's your best friend.
I like to root for the Vikings because they're such a sad franchise. They lose every time. Yeah, they start so good in the beginning of the season and then they just blow it in the end. Yeah, I don't know. Kirk looked pretty good though, but it wasn't a difficult game for him. And I still don't see them winning the division. I still see the Packers finding a way to turn it around like always, and the Vikings blowing in the end. But if there was a year to do it, it would be this year because the Packers, they don't have much, So that's all I got to say about that game. I agree, Jefferson. I mean, he's arguably the best receiver in football. So
arguably.
Next game, Giants Titans. This game, the Titans stink. It really stink. Saquon, he had his resurgence in this game. He looked like the Saquon of 3 years ago. Titans were up 13-0 at halftime. They blew it. Giants came back. A minute left. They took the lead. They were down 7, scored a touchdown, and then went for 2. Gave it to Barkley. He scored, took the lead. And Reggie Bullock missed the game-winning 45-yarder, and the Giants snuck out of there with a win. I don't think it means much. I think both teams are not that good. I think that showed, but I think if you're looking for Barkley to have a good year, you've got him.
Brian Dable and the impact. You talk about such a sad franchise, pathetic franchise. The owner has a toupee, to be exact. You got a guy from Buffalo, Brian Dable, office coordinator. You bring the assistant general manager, John Schneider there. It's Buffalo East. It's Buffalo, New York City. That's what you're trying to do. You get a positive mindset. You get belief. Daniel Jones still looks like hot trash, but we're not talking about him. As long as Saquon Barkley and the offensive line looks good and can run the football, Daniel Jones is going to look all right. But he'll do Daniel Jones things. Brian Dable could turn something around. They could turn something around in years, but it's not going to be with whatever the heck he is, under center. It's not going to be with Daniel Jones. It's not going to be him. All right, Daniel Jones' time never came, and it never will. And
I don't know why he's still out there. It's dumbfounds me.
They might be better with Tyrod Taylor.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But they won this game. I think that really showed how bad the Titans are.
It just goes to show that we need to stop praising Mike Vrabel for being first when it was a fluke. And also, you can't run the ball with Derrick Henry 90,000 times and win. Ryan Tannehill is average and garbage. But
you wouldn't talk about bad. I would take Kirk Cousins over Ryan Tannehill any day. I really don't like Ryan Tannehill. I think he had the easiest job in the NFL the last few years, handing the ball off to Derrick Henry, and then you got A.J. Brown, who's proving one of the better receivers in the league. Not going to go as far as top 5.
Well, also, too, think about this. You had Julio Jones.
They did have him.
And the reason I bring up Julio Jones to A.J. Brown, Because on that same Sunday, Julio Jones looked okay. He looked a little bit healthy.
Mhm.
He's old, but he looked healthy. And AJ Brown kind of going into it, but we know Brian Tannehill, that was your fault. That team didn't work.
Yeah.
Yours, not nobody else. But Mike Vrabel, I think your time in Tennessee is not over, but you should be looking on hot seat because you just can't handle the ball. And I honestly see Derrick Henry become a free agent after this year.
Yeah, it'd be good for him. Yeah. That game, I don't think it's going to mean much in the long scope, but, you know, good for the Giants, I guess. Go to the next game. Raiders at the Chargers.
Derek Carr does not deserve Devontae.
Derek Carr does not deserve Devontae Adams is probably right. Justin Herbert deserves everybody because he's unbelievable. Unbelievable player. I can't wait to watch him.
Could you imagine if Justin Herbert got Devontae Adams?
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't even need him at this point. He's got good enough weapons, but he can throw to anybody. He doesn't care. He's just so good. He can run the offense as good as anybody in this league. Devontae Adams, 141 yards. He's a beast. But Derek Carr, 3 picks, lost in the game. I don't know how it was so close, even with the 3 picks and Herbert playing as well as he did. But yeah, this is going to be a tough division.
No, it's not. Don't do that. Don't do that. We'll talk about. I'll get into the reason why I said it later. Go ahead.
Well, we got a prediction show for the game tonight, anyways. We'll talk about that division a lot more. But yeah, I think the Chargers prove they're better than the Raiders, which I don't think anyone had any doubt. Not many people had doubts. I like them more than the Raiders, and that was a good game for them. Really good for Herbert. People that think he's going to win MVP this year, another contender. Really good for him.
Really great for Herbert. That defense, J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack, 2 sacks. Did what they were supposed to do. Came out and just flat out.
Yeah.
Flat out for sure. Con, damn. Josh McDaniels is a terrible coach. That's going to be my running message for this year. Josh McDaniels sucks at head coaching, and that should have been Brian Flores' job. Or Brian Leftwich, actually. But let me not talk about that because the league don't want to talk about that. All right, no one wants to hear that. So we're not going to talk about that. But Con, that's the running theme.
Yeah, I agree. All right, final game of the 4 o'clock slate. Chiefs at Cardinals. I don't have much to say about this one. I think this confirms what I was saying before about the Cardinals. They are trash, and they are really trash. And the Chiefs, listen, I would think the statement saying the Chiefs are underrated is not far-fetched because people are like, the Chiefs are done. They don't got anybody on defense. They remember how bad they were in the early last year. Mahomes came out through 5 touchdowns, no picks. Was special, as always, proved he's still probably the best quarterback in the league. Kelsey was great. It was the Chiefs. It was just this game. I don't have anything to say about this game. There was 2 different tiers of teams in this game. Chiefs are Super Bowl contenders. Cardinals are contenders for. They should just forget the season because they suck.
I'll take it one step deeper.
What did you say?
Yeah, I'll take it another way.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's 2 tiers to this game. The team that is experienced, well seasoned, ready to go, and a team that looked like they were not ready at all. I don't blame Kyler Murray. I do you're going to get it because you're the quarterback.
Yeah.
Where do I blame Cliff Kingsbury in all this? The defense is not as good as it was before. All right, Isaiah Simmons, last time I checked, you do play defense, right? I don't know if Buda Baker made a return yet, but you do play defense if you're there, right? I mean, damn, I'm like, you guys do play, right? I'm like, you guys thought about stopping the football once, right? I'm just asking. At some point, someone in the side will do like, damn, you know what? I actually do play defense. Maybe I should stop somebody. I don't think so. I really don't think so. God, Pat Mahomes dropped 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers, it felt like.
Yeah.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, people think I forgot about him. No, he had a fumbling problem last year. He's fine.
Nice game.
Ronald Jones. That's just someone that you forget. They got Ronald Jones in the backfield still.
Juju looked good too.
Juju actually stopped. Juju put down the phone and actually started playing football. But the scary thing is about this team is we got to deal with Jackson Mahomes. So that's why I'm not really too looking forward to this team. Jackson Mahomes is a waste of space. Here nor there. I'm not going to. This is a sports show. I'm not going to get into Jackson Mahomes. He does play sports. But imagine being 6'6", not playing sports, but all you do is dance all damn day long.
Yeah. If I was 6'6", I wasn't in the league, I'd be pissed.
Wait, still a good, you know what?
Okay. Anyway, we'll go to Sunday night. This was probably the worst game of the week, arguably.
Really?
Yeah, Bucks at the Cowboys at Jerry World. This game stunk. Cowboys looked terrible. The fears of falling asleep at the wheel in the offseason were proven to be true, but even more so, they look dead. Prescott looks like he's got no one out there. They ran the ball well, but they didn't run the ball. They seemed like they got 5-6 yards per carry with Elliott and Pollard, and they just didn't run the ball. They kept throwing incompletions. Defense did good. Defense played well. They stopped Brady a lot. Got a pick, a few massive red zone stops, but the Cowboys couldn't move the ball. So it was just really not an enjoyable game at all. Yeah, Bucks are 1-0. Oh yeah, and also Prescott is out for 6 to 8 weeks, and the Eagles pretty much won the division on week 1. But
By the way, the Queen passed away too. Because that's what they basically what that last name was like. Oh, by the way, did that look? Last time I checked, didn't you pay $90 million for that Power Ranger in the backfield? That new stupid helmet that he wears? I think so. Didn't you just let Amari Cooper walk out the door? I think so. You know all the new wide receivers, they got all new homes or new places. Let's just talk about some of the new wide receivers, new faces, new places. Same faces, just different places. Devontae Adams, where does he go? He goes to Las Vegas. AJ Brown goes to Philly. You got guys like, and I'll step out the wide receiver mark. Or excuse me, one more. Allen Robinson goes to the Los Angeles Rams. You might not know that because Matt Stafford doesn't throw to people like him because he's not open. But Con, what I'm trying to say is the Cowboys didn't do anything to upgrade. All they got to show is if we're excuse my lad. James Washington who broke his foot. Anthony Barr, who there's a reason why he was a free agent. You don't bring nobody. You know people defensive people that just magically just walked out. Vaughn Miller was going to wanted to go to the Dallas Cowboys until the money talk. Randy Gregory left Dallas because of the language in the contract. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson go to the Chargers because they rather play there. Anybody else? Yeah, there's some more. Chandler Jones goes to Las Vegas. Like you didn't do anything to help. You just lost. You lost Lyle Collins. You lost Randy Gregory. You lost Amari Cooper. You got him for nothing, basically. Your offensive line is as old as damn dinosaurs. Like I mean, Tyron Smith sneezes and he's out for the whole year. I mean, you let Connor Williams walk away. By the way, look nice against for Miami. Zach Martin can't block everybody, and he's getting old. Like I don't understand the mindset. It's like the front office doesn't want to win. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's if you're a Cowboys fan watching that game, I don't know how you could have made it through.
If you're a Cowboys fan watching that game, oh boy.
I don't want to, I know Dak's hurting and all, and their season's probably over, but even without the injury, the Cowboys look so bad. Man, the Eagles. I'll get into the Eagles after the Monday night games. We're probably going to talk about that one, but Monday Night Football, so far the two primetime games have been pretty disappointing.
Let me look, Tom. Look, can I please? Can I
introduce this? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Russell Wilson. Stop. Yeah. Russell Wilson. Hold on, because that's not even the funny part. Russell Wilson goes back home, gets booed, and loses to Geno Smith. You lose to Geno Smith, who hasn't started since. God, I think I was in middle school last time Geno Smith played, like a meaningfully starting job. Right now, let me ask you this: you have a timeout, right? You have 3 timeouts. Con, last time I checked, you can't use a timeout in life. What are you gonna do? Take them home with you and just go like this? And randomly, like if your wife's arguing, what are you gonna do? Like, no, just call it. And then McManus, who does have the leg to do that. I mean, damn.
It was close.
I never did. I don't understand that. Russell Wilson didn't really look. And how do you not get the ball into the end zone? And you're in the red zone 4 straight times. The Seahawks defense is not what it used to be, and you can't get in. Look, Nathaniel Hackett should be fired off that performance. Just 1 week.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say
No,
this game.
I'm going that far. I'm going that far.
I would say this game. There were a lot of emotions, plaguing it the whole way through. So I can give the Broncos a little credit. For the Seahawks, I don't think they'd be good this year because I don't think they have a good defense and they can't run the ball.
Jamal Adams is out for the season, by the way, as of today.
He's fallen anyway. But here's what I will say about them. Geno Smith looked pretty good. He's not that as bad as some people think. And I will give the Broncos a little credit. I think they're going to be all right. They looked okay. Just a lot of emotions in Seattle. I can't believe they booed him. Honestly, I can't believe they booed him.
I believe it.
Yeah, because he left in a bad way. I guess.
Dropped the article. Article always drops and everybody. But I'll say this. Why are you planning for the future on the last drive? You play for the moment, not for the future. You don't try to you don't premeditate. Like kind of you call a timeout, you get at least 2, 3 more plays in to get closer. But no, your coach doesn't have a brain cell to mimic and actually use the moment in the right way. I'm serious. Like I'm not even trying to joke, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't understand how you do that.
Yeah,
I don't understand how you do that. Peyton Manning, if you watch the Peyton Manning broadcast, he was like this the whole time, like this, like timeout. And you got, I find funny, you got 2 legends from the Denver Broncos, Shannon Sharp and Peyton Manning, at the same time, like, oh my, yeah, oh my, indeed. Look, Russell Wilson and Cruz, they're gonna be fine, but they might be the worst one in the division, just all coaching.
I'll say this: in that type of division, you can't lose games like that. It could come back to haunt you, but I think they're going to be okay. I still think they're going to be better than the Raiders.
But Russell Wilson's biasness, I like it.
No, Russell Wilson he's definitely one of the biggest jokes in the NFL. I just think the Broncos, their defense is going to show up eventually, and they're going to be a tough team to beat. But this was not a good one for them, and definitely coaching could have just at least escaped with a win. Run another play, man. I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, Broncos on 1, Seahawks 1-0. Good job, Geno Smith. So, final game of the week, which we didn't talk about, was the 1:00 game. Eagles went to Detroit, so we're going to talk about probably a little bit more on this game because we are Eagles fans. This is the game we watched mostly. I'm interested to hear what you're going to say about this game. Eagles won 38-35. They don't blow them out like they did last year, but they win the game. It ends up being a lot closer than it should have been. But I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay. My first initial reactions. The Philadelphia media and guys on the 97.5 The Fanatic and the morning guys, and you know what I'm talking about. Kincaid, Gargano, whatever the other doofus is. Shut up! Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Like you guys talk about, oh well, he doesn't use his legs enough. Like and so he uses, like, honestly, I thought Jalen Hurts looked great on Sunday. There was some things that could be better, but it's
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, definitely overreaction. You're saying he looked bad. I don't know where you get that.
The overreaction was, well, he ran to guys. Philadelphia media, listen, this is why I'm trying to change it. Philadelphia media is idiots. Oh, Jalen Hurts ran the ball too much. Oh, I want to see him in the pocket more. He slung the ball. Did you guys not watch AJ Brown get 10 catches? Like, I don't understand. The only person that I was upset that didn't participate on Sunday was Devontae Smith, and that's not going to happen again. I guarantee Devontae's going to get involved this Monday. He'll probably run on at least once or twice. But what I'm trying to say is this. You cannot be hypocritical. Last year was, oh, well, he runs too much. We want to see him throw. So this year, it's he throws. He didn't miss it. He ran the ball 16 times. I know that's a lot for a quarterback, but he also slung the ball. I don't know if he had 300 yards passing, but he had a good bit. All right, it started off rough, but this is why I hate Philadelphia media. It doesn't make no damn sense. It's like, okay, here's another one. Oh, well, James Harden, I want him to be more aggressive. So James Harden starts shooting threes and he misses threes. Oh, well, James Harden, we wanted to pass. What? Okay, and the relay back to the top. Oh, Jalen Hurts, he doesn't want to use his eyes. He doesn't want to look too much. Jalen Hurts throws the ball, completes, get a couple deep passes. Well, he runs the ball too much. What? Well, what the hell are you supposed to do? Well, Miles Sanders. And another thing too, defensively, they didn't play all 4 quarters. That's not going to happen again. They're going to get together. The new guys just show up. White and Bradbury coming together on the interception. I'm not really too worried about the defense. They're going to get better, but that idiot, ladies and gentlemen, it took me longer not to curse him out right there. That idiot Jonathan Gannon. I don't know what he. Before I say something that's going to get us canceled.
No, I agree with you. So let me start with Hurts first.
They're great.
He ran too much. The Lions did the exact same thing. Yeah, the Lions tried to do the exact same thing Tampa Bay did to us last year and put pressure on him the entire game. Hurts did what we had to do to get first downs and advance the ball. We scored. Listen, and we had the pick six. Dude, Hurts had a really good game. Not a fantastic game, but
it was great. It was great. It was good enough.
Are we not going to forget that this game was close because Jonathan Gannon does not know how to game plan for an offense? I mean, it is crazy to me how we let this Lions team, who Swift looked better than I thought he was, but how are we letting this team run down our throats with this D-line and this front seven? I mean, they ran it down our throats the entire game. Jared Goff had like 9 passing yards 20 minutes into the game. This guy, he's not even a game manager. He's worse. And we let him dot him up.
Jared Goff has no hands. He's tiny. He has tiny hands.
No pressure on Goff the whole game. I know you don't like to blitz, but now you're not stopping the run game. And you let him pick us apart with these short passes. We're bending and we're breaking.
Listen, Con. First of all, you lose Derek Barnett. Oh, well, whatsoever.
It sucks.
Look, Con. Ooh, okay. So what, we're not going to get rough in the passes this year. All right, whatever, fine.
Yeah, well, one less D lineman,
One less D lineman. But you got a big – Jordan Davis made an impact. Your stats analytics, running football. You have linebackers. Guys like Hassan Reddick. You know what Nakobe Dean can do? Especially in the run game? He can run sideline to sideline. You're telling me when you got a guy like DeAndre Swift, they're not running straight at you. They're running sideline to sideline. And you also got a guy like Dalvin Cook coming up this week. You're telling me you can't throw Nakobe Dean in? I don't know, to stop that maybe just a little bit, to limit that. You got linebackers that are versatile. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, your secondary is locked down. Should be.
Yeah, C.J. didn't have that great of a game.
He didn't have that great of a game, but they should be. And I'm giving everybody a pass week 1. But God, I mean, just this guy Gannon, man. Like what did I tell you last week? I never rooted for someone here outside of a black man. I never rooted for someone so hard to get a job outside Johnny Gannon.
Yeah, he needs to figure it out because you got this D line that should be stopping the run with Jordan Davis and Cox. And Cox is he's not the same as he was a few years ago. But listen, this 2 D linemen, interior D linemen, should be stopping, and you just can't use them. You don't know how to use them because they're by themselves. You're rushing 4 every time. You don't know what you're doing. Use your talent. So
the other thing about Jonathan Gannon, I could call a better deal for Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah,
I'm 75.
I think we're gonna clean it up. I think this is a good sign for the Eagles because we won this game, and it wasn't as close as the score would say. Because we moved the ball every time we had the ball. I mean, we weren't getting stopped on offense. I like what I saw out of Miles Sanders. All 3 running backs got a touchdown, and Hurts got one, which is nice to see. A.J. Brown's a monster. We don't need to say it more.
Devontae Smith will get in the end zone this week. I'm calling it. He will.
The defense needs to clean it up, and I think it's going to be a good season for the Eagles. And they don't have that. They don't have a tough division. They're going to have to do it in. So, yeah, I liked what I saw mostly. If I had to give them a grade, I'd give them like a C+. I would say the defense brings them all the way down. I liked Hurts. He adapted to what the Lions gave him. The Lions blitzed him, gave pressure on every game, for every play. He did what he had to do. He escaped. He ran when he needed to. Did you ever say he's running too much? Maybe I would say sometimes once he commits to the run, he never
looks up again. I understand that.
Yeah. He needs to not be one-dimensional and think, all right, I'm running, and then that's it. Even if you got a guy wide open, But when he had to run so much, he's like, listen, I just got to run because they're not going to give me any time. And I thought he did a good job. So.
I had no problem with Hurts' game plan or gameplay. of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You got to adapt to what it was. Start getting crushed. But I will say this: you said you gave the Eagles a C.
C plus. Yeah.
I'm giving the offense alone an A minus to B plus. I like what I saw. It's going to get better. Like I said, it's going to get better. We're going to clean some things up. We're going to hear from there. Some of the holdings and all that stuff that's going to get cleaned up.
Mhm.
It's not dirty. The defense, playmaking wise, I'm gonna give them the A. They made plays. I'm
They
gonna
had
get.
pick six.
I'm gonna get. They got a pick six, but I'm gonna give this defense a B minus because you didn't stop nobody.
Really?
You didn't stop no damn body. You didn't stop the run.
Yeah.
And it's not. And you know it's not. It's not their fault. It's not. It's just that damn idiot giving them the plays. That's what the problem is.
And I'm not going to forget the Lions, coming off Hard Knocks. They're angry after last season, too, how bad they were.
Dan Campbell, I put you guys.
Yeah, they're hungry. They're going to play hard, the Lions,
Look, the quote of the day, Dan Campbell. I go home and I think about you guys and how I could put you in a better position. But let me tell you something.
Okay.
Your football, I respect Dan Campbell. I like him, but guess what? You can't. I mean, you did your best, but at the same time, they're gonna say, "But the refs screwed us at the end." Did they really? Did they really, honey?
What?
They didn't.
The Eagles should have won this game, and they did. And
This game should have been close. It should have been. I think I had it close. I had it by within 3 or 5, but
yeah. So, hey, that's it for the first week of the season.
it's biasness all around from that man right there, Kirk Cousins, his best friend. Check him. He'll be there Monday, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be doing this. He'll be doing school chant.
I don't do that. Only for my teams. Not for that.
A little too far.
Yeah. So yeah.
By the way, before we go, I just want to say something. What happened to Greece last night? Man. Woo!
You take too much pride in that.
I do.
All right. Next video prediction show. All right, we'll see you.
Have a good one, everybody.